Welcome to Ubud, the cultural and spiritual center here in Bali. But it is also a bit of a tourist hotspot and it does get just super busy around here. So for the next 3 days, I'm gonna be trying to have as much fun as possible here in Ubud while getting off the beaten path. Okay, we're gonna try something very stupid.
In this temple special for children.
Nope. So I won't be showing you just the top 10 most popular things to do here in Ubud. There are plenty of other videos, guides and blogs all about that. I'm gonna be showing you some beautiful places and some great things to do, all without the crowds. And the very first thing we're gonna get up to here in Ubud is a bit of a classic. We're gonna go to the monkey forest. But we're actually not gonna go to the, I guess, the main monkey forest, the one that's like, well, the famous one, the one that's in the middle of Ubud. There is another monkey forest, just like a 20-30 minute ride outside of Ubud. And supposedly it is a lot less busy, it's cheaper, and because there are not like so many tourists, the monkeys are a bit more chill and probably won't try to steal all your stuff all the time. And it is called Sangye Monkey Forest. So let's head there now. Made it to Sangye Monkey Forest. It cost 75,000 per person to get in here, and we actually got a bag of some water and some peanuts to feed the monkeys. So, oh, look at this guy. No. Definitely not very crowded here at all. Here you go. That was pretty cool. I think it's a bit weird that they give us food to give to the monkeys because they really like, buddy, come on. But it's beautiful here. Like forest and a lot of temples and everything. And very quiet, not a lot of people. Is he following me? Oh, now the other guys are coming. Okay, that's a feast. Can have 3. Hey, oh, Satan! Jesus Christ, man. Like when you stick to the main roads, there are a lot of the, I guess, the employees that work here, and they will kind of help scare off the monkeys if they start jumping you. But if you go down the smaller paths, you might be in a situation like us and you're all alone, getting jumped by these big monkeys. It's a little bit scary. Is it a little bit stupid that they like give us a bunch of food for the monkeys? I don't know. It's just,
you ask for it.
yeah, like we're asking, like we're just.
I'm not gonna hold that thing. Then there's one more.
Oi.
Hey, little guy.
Nope. They just want more all the time. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Oh, now we are getting chased by a whole group of them. Okay, now we ditched the little bag we got with the peanuts and the water, and that has really helped. You just gotta show them, open your hands like that. Then the monkeys will know that you don't have any food and they will pretty much ignore you. So that really helped us. I feel like they shouldn't have given us the food and they should have told us about the hand trick like at the entrance. Yeah. We just wave at all the monkeys. Now they just ignore us. Boy! Bro.
Hey, boss.
Hey. Get down. What is he doing? Bro.
Hey, this.
go down?
Yeah.
It didn't work
No,
before.
no, no, don't panic. Okay.
I guess I spoke too soon. The tricks didn't really work with this guy.
You wanted free ride.
He wanted a free ride. He was just chilling. Okay, we got incoming. No food, no food. I'll show you. No food, no food. No food. Okay, so a little conclusion, because we've also been to the, I guess, the main monkey forest in the middle of Ubud 2 times. So now we can compare it a little bit. Oh my God. Of course, in the one in Ubud, there's a lot more people. It's also very nice and very jungle-like. In that respect, I think they're pretty similar, like very cool jungle vibe and a lot of monkeys everywhere. But here, because there's a lot less people, I mean, you are gonna get a lot more attention from the monkeys, especially since they give you all the food here. So perhaps if you don't want to get super jumped, just like don't take the food at the entrance and just walk in there with open hands. But definitely a lot more of an experience, I would say, compared to the other one. It felt a lot more touristy in the main park, but this one was very monkey authentic. But we made it back to the hotel in one piece. And speaking of hotels, like there's plenty of just amazing hotels here in Ubud, and it really goes for like any budget. You can find very affordable like guest houses and just cheap hotels, and then you have like the very fancy, super nice hotels like this one. So let me just like change out of my monkey clothes here, and then I'll show you around this place very quickly. It's actually a very spacious bedroom, and in this beautiful kind of Balinese style design. So we just have a little seating area right here, and also a little couch. Hi Sally. And of course, you have a gorgeous view from up here, and you're just in the middle of nature out here. It's really beautiful. So right out here we have a very, very large bathroom, and of course here the real selling point is this beautiful bathtub, again with the same gorgeous view. And especially this shared pool area is really gorgeous. But it started to rain quite a bit here in the afternoon, so we decided to chill a bit in the hotel for the rest of the day and then head up to the rooftop for a sunset drink. Not a bad way to end the first day in Ubud. For the second day, I wanted to get a little more active and see some of the incredible nature Ubud has to offer. So the first stop of today is a bit of a nature walk. This is a perfect place to come like early in the morning for sunrise if you are one of those type of people. But it's a bit of an escape of the very busy Ubud to just get out in nature and have a walk. It's basically a little hike. It's very nice. But as you can see, like now I'm just heading my way to this place called Kambuhan Ridge Walk. And the first thing we'll see is just this huge beautiful temple here. So you got his temple on the one side and just the rainforest and a river down here on the other side. Last time I was here was probably a year or 2 ago, and you can see they kind of cut down a lot of the plants and trees right here, so you get a bit of a view over the valley, because well, the last time I was here was just completely overgrown, so you couldn't really see out into the valley, which of course is a shame. So I guess it's nice that they're kind of doing a little bit to, well, take care of it and make it an even better experience for the people coming here. And yeah, I mean, there's like a few people kind of doing the hike, but it's really not crowded at all. And it actually kind of surprised me just how busy Ubud actually is these days, even though now we're in off season, in the rainy season, so I can imagine how busy it must be during the summer months. But this is just a nice little escape if you want to get away from all the scooters and the busy streets. I'll also be honest, the best views of this place is probably not from when you're actually walking it. It's a bit cheating perhaps, but it's when you're flying the drone and you can see this place from above. So let's send up the drone and see what it looks like. But maybe you just want to walk through some rice fields instead of walking on a ridge. Well, I got you as well. I'm right now at this beautiful little, I guess it's a hike or just like a road or path through all of the rice fields here. And it's a really nice little walk again. And you get to see some beautiful rice terraces. You can walk around and like see there's a lot of shops and restaurants that are really nice around here. Now, the one thing that is perhaps a little bit Annoying here is that, I mean, it is just a normal little road. Cars can't pass here, but a lot of motorbikes can, and they will, because, I mean, people are going to wherever they're going. So you will get like passed a lot by motorbikes when you're walking here. And I really like it compared to the other one, Campuhan Ridgewalk, where, I mean, you get to see a bit more of the daily life. You know, people going about their day, working in the rice terraces, working in their little shops and everything. And again, same as with the other hike, it's completely free to just get here. I mean, it is just a normal road, so you don't have to pay anything. You can just park your bike or just walk here and yeah, have a walk around. But if you thought we'd be done walking for today, you'd be wrong. We've got one more spot right around the corner I want to check out. And really all these 3 spots are actually just within a few hundred meters of each other. So if you do want to get a lot of exercise, you can just do them all kind of back to back, but you can also spread them out over your few days here, or you know, just pick the ones you like the best. And really, I think it's because Ubud is probably, well, of the touristy areas in Bali, it's the one that's probably the most walkable. You know, you got sidewalks in a lot of places, and you got a lot of these kind of hikes and treks a bit where you can get like off the main roads. Of course, I mean, sidewalks are not in perfect condition everywhere, even if they do have them. So we're gonna walk up this bunch of stairs right here. I think this area is called Penestenan. You know, again, it's just a little bit off the main road. You just get a nice little chill area where it's nice to walk around and, you know, look at the shops and all the cafes and everything. And you know, it's not very busy at all. Hello. Hello. Thank you. So I just had a great little stroll around this area. No real goal or direction, just walking around and seeing where I would end up. I think actually Ubud is one of the only places here in Bali that I actually recommend you just kind of walk around and get lost a little bit, you know? This is something I really like to do when traveling in like bigger cities and most places around the world. But really Bali is just not really set up for walking in general. But in Ubud, you know, it is possible, and there are a lot of these smaller side streets where you can get lost. So you can actually stay in Ubud without like having a motorbike to get around or get a taxi all the time. At least if you're going like shorter distances, it is possible. Okay, so I actually had one more stop planned for today, but I got a little bit of a stomach thing, so I ended up staying in the hotel. The plan was to visit some amazing rice terraces. Now, the famous ones to visit are just a 30-minute drive outside of Ubud, and they're called Tegalalang rice terraces. And I mean, this place is beautiful, but again, I wanted to find the less touristy alternative, and Tegalalang is very touristy. So the spot I wanted to visit is called Yatilui Rice Terraces. It is equally as beautiful, and it is also a UNESCO heritage site. It is a bit further away though, about an hour or so from Ubud, but you won't see the same crowds here. But I will have to take a rain check on that, as on the third and final day in Ubud, I have some different plans. There are just loads and loads of waterfalls in the area surrounding Ubud. But of course, there aren't really any in Ubud center, so you will have to get some sort of transportation to go out and visit these different waterfalls. And the best way to do that is to rent a scooter and drive yourself. But of course, the alternative is to get a driver to take you around to the waterfalls you want to visit. You can do like specific tours, or you can hire a driver for the day. But a lot of the tourists who are staying in Ubud are going pretty much on the same tours and visiting the same waterfalls. So you can imagine there are like a few waterfalls that are just super popular, but these places get super crowded, and like you can wait in line just to be able to get up close to the waterfall and maybe get a picture. Unless of course you go early in the morning, like as soon as they open. I'm not really a fan of that, and if you're like me, you would like to explore a bit more off the beaten path. And that's what we're gonna do today. Try and find some waterfalls that are a little less known and that are not full of tourists. First waterfall of the day is called Uma Anyar. And it was like 15,000 to enter. And there were a few locals out there just explaining everything, how it works and where to get down. I think it's just some locals in the village who are kind of operating and taking care of this waterfall, which is always cool. So now I'm just walking down the path to the waterfall here, and it is actually really nice. And this waterfall is actually very close to perhaps the most famous waterfall around here, which is called Tegenungang Waterfall. And you can easily see this by looking at the reviews on Google Maps. So for example, the Tegenungang, the very famous one, has like 30,000 reviews on Google Maps. And this one probably has a couple of hundred. So you can really see the difference there in how many people are visiting it. Uma Anyar Waterfall. There's a little changing room right here, in case you need it. Okay, so it's like pretty much a whole river here, just carved into the rock. Looks really cool. Just see the waterfall on the right side here. So let's just head over first to the left side so we can get a good look at the waterfall. It looked like there was one more kind of up behind it. Okay, we're gonna try something very stupid and cross right above the waterfall here. We got help from a nice little local guide here. Oh, up here is the secondary waterfall, which is really nice. It's really powerful actually. That kind of runs down into the first one. So it's really cool. And you can see it's like this little pool thing where these girls are chilling down here. And you can also swim a little bit down there. If you're looking for a cool waterfall, a bit more off the beaten path, this one is definitely recommended. Look at this guy, look at this guy. That's some kind of monitor lizard, maybe. And we're on the way to the second waterfall. And this one is called Sumampan Waterfall. And it was literally a 3-minute drive down the road from the other waterfall. And it cost 20,000 per person to enter. Sometimes when visiting these waterfalls, the hike to actually get there is one of the best parts. I mean, just look at the nature here. It's fantastic. Okay, yeah, the stairs are getting really steep over here. So this one is definitely not super accessible. Okay, this is really cool. So in order to get over to the waterfall, you actually have to cross the river here, and you can use this rope to get over there and not get dragged along the river. So I don't think I'm gonna cross over to the waterfall today. I have all my camera gear and everything. But can like head down along the river here, and there's some people down there, so maybe there's something nice to do down there, or just chill out next to the river. So let's go check that out. A pretty gorgeous spot out here in nature if you just wanna go for a dip in the river and just chill out. There's loads of space. You can drop a towel and just hang out. You can definitely visit these two waterfalls together if you want to escape the crazy crowds of some of the more popular ones. This one here, there were a few more people, but I mean, we are like in the middle of the day, so this is the worst time to go here. If you go a little earlier, there will probably be no other people here. There are loads and loads of fantastic waterfalls, all within like 30 minutes to an hour of Ubud. But I definitely really recommend seeking out some of the lesser visited ones, as you will just have a more chill and relaxed experience instead of like waiting in line to go down the stairs and waiting in line to take a picture or get in the water. At least for me, that ruins the experience a bit.
But that's enough waterfall hunting for today. Now it's time to explore the more religious side of Ubud a little bit. So I'm headed to a temple.
And I have now made it to Goa Raja, or the Elephant Temple it is called. And this is one of the very popular temples here around Ubud. But because it's so popular, I mean, a lot of tourists come here, and then as you saw out of the entrance, there's a lot of shops, and they all try to sell you a sarong, because to enter the temple you need to wear a sarong. But you shouldn't buy it out there. Don't let them fool you. You don't need to buy it from them. You will get one for free when you buy the ticket, and then you go a little further to enter the temple. And if you wear long pants like me, you just get a little belt like this, and you don't need to pay for it. Don't buy a sarong from the people outside, unless of course you want to use it afterwards.
I'll be honest, I don't know that much about this temple, so I enlisted the help of a lovely local guide to help explain to me, and perhaps to you, what this place is all about.
Welcome. Thank you very much for your coming. My name is Inyoman Sukadana. I'm a tourism guide in Elephant Cave Temple. This build almost already 1,000 years old. It was this built special for the school of meditation. But before go inside the cave, everyone must cleaning body in Sapta Ganga. But it was in the right side for boy, in the left side for woman. Why this place we are called the 11 Keep Temple? Because in this place we are puja Ganesha. Every in the front, like enter, we have a guardian. There's a guardian statue, yeah. Okay, now go inside the cave. What kind inside? I show you in. Come here, please. You can see like this niches. It was in this area special for meditation.
So
Yeah.
you sit here in here and
Yeah.
meditate?
It was here. People can do sit down here. Why a little bit narrow? Because in this temple special for children. And then every day we give canang sari. We call it canang sari. This offering for the Lord on the shrine. If you see sometime in the front house, in the front shop like that, there are special for evil spirit. Ampun berangkat ke seteran Ampun. Okay, before you going out from here, I hope God blessing you for health and harmonious and success your career. Thank you very much for your coming. Terima kasih.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So we met this woman just on the way down there, and she said that there was just about to start a little ceremony here. And it's actually what she said, a cremation ceremony, so funeral. I think I just caught the start of it here.
Now that was pretty fantastic to witness, and I'm sure the ceremony continues. But these are the kind of things that you can just stumble upon when you get a bit off the beaten path. So moral of this story, get out there and explore Bali away from the main touristy areas. And you should watch this video right here if you need a bit more of a Bali travel guide. I'll show you where to go and what to see and what to do and just all the information you need to have a great stay in Bali.